So by the title you can tell I'm doing a falling pages video today, which basically, this is my first one. Basically it's like a review of the book, and this book is Hush Hush, which is in a series of 3, Hush Hush, Crescendo and Silent, by the author Becca Fitzpatrick. My eyes are sticking together. But I know I've said I'm going to do the Twilight one, which I still am going to do that because I have read the book. I just finished reading the book because I read that one. But basically that is Hush Hush. I'll read the blurb. It goes, for Nora, grave romance was never part of the plan. Not until Patch came along. With his easy smile and eyes that seemed to see inside her, Nora is drawn to him against her better judgment. But after a series of terrifying events, Nora isn't sure she can trust him. Patch seems to be everywhere she is and know more about her than her closest friends. And when she tries to seek answers, she discovers she's right in the middle of a centuries-old battle between the immortal and the fallen, and it is time to take sides. I love like the picture, and because like if you have read this, like, you know, the Patch is a fallen angel, and so I love the picture. I thought I didn't get that at first. I was like, ooh, but you get it. It's like, it was like a light bulb moment. So yeah, and then it says the hottest book of 2010 by Sugar Magazine, which I love this book. And then it goes, Hush Hush, a falling angel, a forbidden love. I quite want to date a fallen angel now. That'd be quite cool. And then BellaandEdward.com. Woo! I'm not a really fan of Bella and Edward. I just love the Twilight series. They said it was absolutely brilliant, and then I totally agree with them. So yeah. But basically, if you haven't read this book and you want to read it, I would turn off now if you don't want spoilers, because basically I'm going to go through what happens in the story. So yeah, turn off now. Anyway, for those that are still watching, basically they're in high school, and it starts when they're in biology, and the teacher, they call it coach, but I think it's a teacher, maybe I'm very wrong there. She sits beside V, who Nora, when I say she sits beside, I'm meaning Nora. Nora sits beside V in biology, who's her best friend, and Patch is totally in love with her and everything, but Nora doesn't know him, which I thought was a little bit weird at the start. But Patch moves into the school that she goes to and is put into her biology class, and Patch can make people see illusions and make people like decide things. So he makes a teacher change seats with V, and Nora's now sitting next to Patch, and basically everywhere she goes he's there, so it's a bit like what she says on the back. And then there's a new boy moves into school. Well, there's 2 boys move into school, Elliot and Jules, and Nora becomes friends with Elliot because they're in the same PE class. I think they're in the same PE class. And then Jules is a really quiet friend, and Elliot came from King. They both came from King High Prep, which is the school they transferred from, and she wants to know why they've moved there and everything. And when she does, she finds out that Elliot is being accused of his ex-girlfriend's murder. So after that, when she goes to King High Prep and see what it's like and all that, which is in a different town from where she lives, she bumps into Patch. And then a storm comes and they have to stay in a motel, and she finds like a scar in the shape of a V. And she asks if she can touch his scar and all that, and then she finds herself kissing him or something. It doesn't really tell you. And then at the end of it, she's with Patch again, and Elliot, Jules and V are what they think are playing hide and seek in the high school turns out not to be. They break into the high school and they think V thinks she's playing hide and seek with Jules and Elliot, and it was just a plan for Jules to kill them. And Elliot Nora finds out, and her and Patch go and kind of save the day, and then it ends with Nora going home after Mum came back from a business trip, because her mum does business trips and because her dad was murdered, and Patch takes her home and they end up kissing. And they've not kissed for the first time. I mean, that's not their first kiss. They've kissed other times in the book, but that's how it ends. And I also went out and bought Crescendo, which is the second book in the series. I found this yesterday in my local Asta, but I didn't find it silent. I was raging. Is Silent even out yet? No, Silent is out, and then there's a fourth one. I heard. I don't know if this is true. There's a fourth one coming out, and then it goes. Basically, the blurb for this. I mean, I'll do a following pages on this. Nora should be known better to think her life can return to normal after falling in love with a falling angel, and Nora's life isn't normal. Her dad was murdered, and the facts about her death just don't add up. Now Nora's own life is in imminent danger, and she and Patch strong enough for the battle ahead. So I actually can't wait to read that book, but I'm not going to read it until I've done the Twilight. I've told you that I've done the Twilight Saga Twilight one, and then I'll go on and read this and that. So I've got a really sore voice, it's really off, but I really can't wait to do that. And yeah, so I hope you enjoyed this video, and I recommend you to go out and buy that book because I absolutely loved it. And yeah, I'm also going to do a thing me on like these eyes. So look for that on my beauty channel, which will be linked down below. Also subscribe, comment, rate, do whatever, and yeah, I'll see you guys later. Bye.